My name is Jessica and welcome to Makeup.misfit, and I have an update for Pans of Life for you guys, and I do think it's a half decent update, so let's just dive into this. So last month I had one prompt rolled over from the intro and I rolled in two brand new prompts. So we're gonna chat about the prompt that was in here in the intro, which was Full House. So this was a product from your fullest category. And I had pulled in my mini Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in the shade Pillow Talk. Last month, I was so close to finishing it off, which is what my goal was. I was contemplating rolling it out then, but I said, no, I'm going to keep it in because I want to show you guys what it looks like at the very end when it's completely finished off. And to me, that just means being flush with the plastic piece on the inside of this. I do not dig out my lipsticks. Not worth it for me. And I am so very happy to say that I have officially completed my goal on this and finished off this lipstick. Now, it is not a lipstick that I like. Gonna just say it right now. This is not my shade. It's got this weird peachy, almost kind of pink undertone to it that I find just does not mix well with my skin tone for me. So I am so happy that I don't have to worry about wearing this anymore. It wasn't a hassle to pull it out. Like I could have, if I hated it enough, like just not worn it at all, never pulled it in, chose something else, that whole thing. But it was a mini that I wanted to finish off. And if I wore it, like dabbed it on, or I didn't put on a whole bunch, or I mixed it with something else, then it wasn't as bad. But on its own, sometimes it just completely threw off how I felt my lips looked. I didn't like it at all in that sense. So I'm very happy to say that this is out of my collection. I apologize to all of you who love the Pillow Talk shade. It's just not for me. More for you. Have at her. Last month, like I said, I pulled in two new prompts, and I just go and pull in numerical order. So I pulled in 4 and 5. So I pulled in Golden Girls, which was something with golden packaging. And for that, I decided I wanted to work on my NARS Afterglow palette. And I just wanted to use every shade in here one time because I had not used this palette prior to rolling it in last month. As of today, I have still not used this palette at all. So my goal was just to use every shade in here one time. I figured I could do that, but I did have my focus elsewhere over the last few weeks. I was really focusing and aiming in on my Nude Prism palette, which is my Project Level Up Level 3 palette. I really wanted to make sure I had all 3 uses in every shade for that update, and I managed to do that. However, a few things got pushed to the side. So I'm really hoping that over these next few weeks, might take me a couple of months depending, but if I can focus in on this palette and even use one shade a day, I should be able to get this out within the next couple of weeks. But I'm gonna give myself some grace period because I liked the idea of having things rolled out by the next update, but that doesn't always work. So I do still need to use this. I still need to use every single shade in this palette. I do want to form an opinion on it just because, but you guys will see this for a little bit longer. Then the other prompt that I rolled in was Family Ties, which was a item that was gifted to you by a family member or a friend. And I rolled in my 2 mini smashbox primers. This is the mattifying one and this is the redness control. These were gifted to me for my birthday from my coworker and friend. Now, when I pulled these in, the mattifying primer had a lot less in it than the redness control one does. So of course, this is the one that has been finished off first, and I still have quite a bit left in the redness control primer. So we're just going to chat about this one real quick. I don't think it makes a huge difference, to be completely honest. I used this today. I may have one more use in it, but maybe not. I've been like going back and forth between this and another mattifying one that I have from Hard Candy. I think I said it last update, it's almost difficult for me to find a good primer because nothing seems to really want to work very well for me or keep my makeup on. I like to try the mattifying ones because my skin is oily, so I'm not a big fan of the whole dewy look. But I didn't mind this. I definitely enjoyed wearing it, but whether it actually did something for me or not, who knows? So I'm happy to say that this one is completely finished. And I will still be working on the redness control primer for the next little while. Now, I just have to remember to actually use this one. If I used it as consistently as I did the mattifying one, this one would be gone as well. However, I don't always think about it, and I never usually wear 2 primers, so to mix the primers is just an extra step that sometimes bypasses me. So if I, mix this or wear this with the other mattifying primer that I have, I should be able to get through this rather quickly, and that's kind of what I'm hoping. I just have to keep it out and keep it more like in my line of view for me to actually remember to use it. So I might do that, but I think I should have this out within the next month or 2. So this month we are only rolling in 1 new prompt, which is the very next one, and that is Who's the Boss? So this is a product from a woman-owned makeup brand. Now, as I was going through my stuff, I do have a few more women-owned makeup brands, but the way my projects are working, I have a very slim selection for other projects. So what I decided to go with was a highlighter from Natasha Denona, and this is the Super Glow highlighter in 01 Fair, and I love this thing. I had hit pan on this when I had this in another project. I can't remember which project it was, but I'm pretty sure I had a usage goal of like 10 uses, and I just kept on going and ended up hitting pan. So my goal for this one is I just want to throw another 10 uses onto this, expand the pan a little bit. I do have a few other highlighters that I'm working on, so I don't want to expect too much from this one. But I really do love this highlighter. I enjoy it quite a lot. I even contemplated getting the light, I think it is, the one up from this one for summertime, because this is definitely like when I'm pale, but if I mix this with other things, I can pull it off in the summertime as well. That's no issue at all. So I'm not worried about it. But I just absolutely am excited to dip back into this highlighter because she is for sure a love of mine that I know is going to stick around for a while, because there's a lot of product in there. But I'm surprised as to like how quickly I had hit pan on here as well, because I just kept reaching for it and I just kept loving it. So I'm excited to get back into this highlighter and show it a lot more love, because I haven't used it since I rolled it out of whatever project it was in previously. So that is everything for this update. So hopefully next month I can roll out 2, if not maybe all 3 prompts, if I can get 10 uses in on that highlighter, use every shade in that Afterglow palette at least 1 time, and finish off the redness control primer. We'll have to see what the next month is going to look like. We'll have to see what next update is sitting at. But until then, that is all for now. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it, and I will see you guys all later. Bye.